Hey guys, Gary with Lacrosse, and today I have a couple of dies here. Got some white ops and some black ops dies. I want to apologize off the bat, saying, hey, sorry, I haven't done a video in a while. I've been extremely busy. I've got a lot of dies came in, and it's been pretty much rush orders. Tie that in with all my job, with my normal job and stuff like that. So I only die on my days off, and I've been getting a lot of overtime lately, so it's been a lot harder. So I've been pretty much on my days off, spending the entire day and then the entire night, dying until almost like 2 o'clock in the morning. So, like I said, I just want to apologize. I haven't done a video. I know I lost a handful of subscribers, but hopefully they'll come back. If not, it will. So let's go ahead and we'll go on with the Black Ops ones I've done. So here I've got a Nike Lakota done in Black Ops. So the gray was a lot darker this time. I want to get it close to black as possible. So as you can see, unless you turn it into a right light, you can actually see it. So here you've got the black and gray Maryland flag, and then you've got the black and gray turtle shell done on both sides of the head. Like I said, this is on a Nike Lakota. I've already got the mesh coated and dyed to match the gray, and it's actually going to be going out to, I'm going to take it, once I string it up, taking it over to K5, so it'll be for sale over at K5. Along with some mesh that's over there. So if you guys want it and you live in the Calvert County area, or you feel like driving down to Calvert County and go to K5, and you can pick up some mesh, or you can buy the head. Then I've got my own, I did for myself, which you guys already saw the shaft that I got, and then I decided I was going to dye a head for it. So I figured, you know what, I've never played with an Under Armour head, and I wanted to give it a shot. So I ended up getting one, which is the Under Armour Charge. This is the original Charge. They did like 2 different runs of the Charge, because I've dyed some of them, or I've dyed one where you can see here. This one's got the, actually you really can't see it too much. This has them grooves cut out, so when you can do that pocket transfer that they have. I guess it didn't really work out too well, and I didn't think it would be that feasible to be able to do that for your top string. I can string a top string faster than I can string a sidewall, and the sidewall is probably the most important part of it, because that's where you're going to create your pocket. So, but this one's for me, and I've played with it, thrown around with it, and I love it. It's a great head. It's extreme light. The only downside to it is it's very flexible. I mean, that's not even much effort to do that. But I believe that I have seen the new one. I have the Charge 2 here. I have 2 of those, and it's a little bit stiffer than the original. I do like the face shape of it. It makes catching really easy. It's not too pinched. This one's the high school version, but like I said, you can see here it's got the same Black Ops die on the top, and let's see, yeah, you can see the turtle shell. So I'm actually going to be experimenting with another Black Ops die, trying to get it even closer to black, so where it looks ghosted. That's going to be getting done on a revolver that I have laying around. So, like I said, all in all, it's a great stick. I like it. This one had the original where they bunched up. They had the sidewall holes were connected almost. But like I said, here's the pocket. It's got a nice mid to low, which is about what I like. Sits in the middle, transfers down to the low. And all you guys are always saying, show me the shot of the channel. So there you go. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like super tight channels. I can still, still hard to get the ball out of my stick by hitting it and stuff like that. You have to really try to get the ball out to get it out. So, and that's strung up with 15 mil grunt mesh, dyed a dark gray, which is the same color gray as going in the other one. And I'll do the same style of stringing on it. I'll probably maybe never strung a Lakota with mesh, so maybe I'll end up taking one of Greg's tutorials that he has and use his pattern and put an East Coast ice pocket in it or something. So let's move on to the white ops. These are actually for a very special client. It's for Team 22, which if you guys don't know, they're the ones that actually make the heads for Under Armour and the shafts and stuff like that, and the gloves. So when you look at the shaft, you'll see the T22 on them. That's for Team 22 Lacrosse. and they wanted some white ops dies, and we had talked about doing this for a while, and they were waiting for them to not release, but have the new heads developed. So they sent me 4 new heads, but they're really only 2. It's the new Charge 2. This one's the college version, so it's a little bit wider. Let's see, I can show you. So you can kind of see the difference. It's just a little bit wider, so it meets the college specs. I like the head, like I said earlier, it's a little bit stiffer, than the original. One thing I do like about the original is the sidewall. Not the sidewall holes, but the actual sidewall itself. I think the sidewall pattern was more aggressive looking. Here they kind of beefed it up, which I said made it a little bit stiffer. All in all, still looks nice. Still has that same kind of curvature to the head as the original, which is nice, and it still kept kind of that same face shape. So for making for easy catching and passing and stuff. But here it is. It's got the white ops flag done with the white ops turtle shell throughout the head. There was a little bit of bleed, and that came due to the way that the throat is. I mean, it's got that huge pinch into it, so when I was masking it off and then you glue it up, them points wouldn't really allow for the masking from I wrapped my tape and all that stuff, and I went over it and all kinds of stuff to try to really lock it in. But when you take hot glue and you're going to put it in boiling hot water, even though it's all stiffened up, it's going to soften back up and start to drip. Well, I had to bunch. I put a lot of it on here. By the time I was done, I think each head weighed almost 5 pounds. But it was worth it. Like I said, it was a little bit of bleed, but as that glue started to melt, it peeled down and it allowed some of the dyed water to get in. So it's it's all around the throat, but it's very light, so it's not that bad. So here is the Charge 2. Like I said, this is the college version. They did away with them grooves on the scoop, and they actually changed the sidewall holes. So now, instead of being all bunched up like they were, they actually got like a normal style of sidewall holes. So that makes good, and there's a lot of them, so it's good for stringing. Should be able to put a nice easy pocket into it. Another one is the Under Armour headliner. When I first saw it, headline. I didn't know what it was, but I guess down here what they got is they actually have the name of what it is. This one's the Headline U. This is the college version. Has almost the same face shape as the Charge 2, and then what they did was they went back to with this one. They actually get a nice group of them, but then they went back to how the Charge was and bunched the holes back together again, which really isn't that bad. I was able to string up my Charge fairly easy. Yeah, it's a little awkward and weird looking, but it is what it is. This one is much stiffer than the actual Charge. So this might be good for a defensive midi or someone who's just really rough with a stick. And I don't know, it's not that flexible for a poke check. Slap checks, you can see it doesn't bend as much. So this might be pretty good for a defenseman. And like I said, someone who's really aggressive with their stick, who's really rough with them. I tend to be very rough with my sticks. That's the reason why I like the Stallions. But I think when they release the new heads, I'll probably end up picking up one of the Charge 2s just because I like the original Charge, and I like to string up the Charge 2. So there's the Headline U. So these are both college spec. All right, so there's that one, and then here's 2 more, both of them. Like I said, Charge 2, another Headline U. So I got 2 of each, and these are not released yet. They haven't released them. Hopefully they don't get mad at me for showing them. But like I said, all in all, I think both heads are really nice. I think Under Armour's come a long way with their heads compared to when they first came out. When they first came out, I really didn't like the heads. I bought the Mercenary or whatever, and just didn't really care for it. I ended up, I dyed one of them, strung it up, and then gave it away, and then did the same thing with another one, just strung it up and gave it away. So I wasn't really a big fan of those, but I think they're coming a long way. They're doing good things. They're learning from previous heads and taking what people say about them to heart and going in and revamping them. So like I said, so here they are. And like I said, I want to apologize again, for not making a video for a while, but I've just been really busy. When you've got a full-time job, you got a wife, you got kids, and you're got a side time, a little side business where you're doing stuff like this, dyeing heads isn't easy. It's not something you just do very quickly, especially when you want to get intricate like the East Coast dye. You know, you start doing other things, like you see Greg do a lot of crazy stuff on his stuff. My Ohio State dye that I did, all the Maryland White Ops takes the longest. These heads took me 2 complete days just to clean all the masking off. Took 2 days pretty much to mask the entire head, especially when you get into the turtle shells. It's not like when I print it out and it cuts them all out for me. I still have to go in and like pull all the little small stuff out just to try to get the nice looking dye to it. So I got 2 more Maryland dyes that I've got to do, and I'll be doing them tonight. And then I've got a Baltimore Ravens themed dye being done for a local kid down here. They kind of gave me free reign on that one, so that's cool. And then I got 3 heads in the mail yesterday from Shane Whittle. If you guys don't know him, he's always on a stringer spotlight for IL Gear. He contacted me. He's also one of my Instagram followers, and he wanted me to do some cool dyes. Gave me some ideas of what he wanted, like what kind of themes he wanted. And just kind of said, hey, have at it. You know, you do your free reign on that one. So I've got a lot of ideas kicking around, especially one of them I think is going to be really cool looking. I think you guys are going to like it. So I'm anxious to get that done. And stay tuned, because tomorrow I'm actually probably going to record it tonight. But I have 2 ideas. I'm doing a contest. The video will be up tomorrow. Pretty much as my 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram before I even hit 1,000 on YouTube. I haven't even hit 1,000 on YouTube. So hopefully maybe I can get that milestone done soon, and then once I hit that 1,000 milestone on YouTube, I'll do another one. Maybe I'll actually give away a dyed head or something. I'll do a dye up and give that away. So, but that's it, guys. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and just tell me what you guys think. All right, so have a good one.